Hey guys. Oh my gosh, you guys are early. Living with Naya. Or is it Nia? Korea? Hey guys, Merry Christmas, y'all. Oh my gosh, I feel like this is like the earliest. I mean, this is the most on time I have ever been on live. Hey Alexandra, Liz. Okay, you guys always like this. The usernames are always interesting. Kamanes? Veronica. Hey girl. We're all alone. Not anymore, bitch. Not kidding. Oh my gosh. Guys, we're doing Christmas together. Hey, Cassandra, Michelle's daughter. Hey everyone. So oops. I know, girl. Oh my gosh. I mean, technically we're like together now. I'm happy you're on. I thought your IG story said you were coming on at 6. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock now. Well, at least my time. In Texas is 6. I don't know what time it is over there. You know where you're at. Yeah. Hey guys. So I guess when we hit, I mean, I don't even expect a lot of people to come on the live today because it's Christmas. Like it's 6 o'clock in the evening. I'm pretty sure like everybody is with their family. Oh, you're in Maine, so it's 7 o'clock over there. Okay. I don't even know what I am. I don't know if I'm Eastern and Pacific or whatever. But yeah, I'm drinking the Blue Machine, a little bit of it. It's really sweet, so I gotta be careful. Oh, CST. Texas is CST? It's Kendra Manaz. So I use K Manaz. Oh, okay. Is it Manaz or like Nas? Oh, I'm stupid. I thought it was 7 where you are. I'm in Maryland. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I have to start putting like what time zone I'm in then. Yeah, Central. No, girl, you're fine. Yeah, so on the East Coast it's 7. On the West Coast it's like 5 or 4 o'clock, I think. I think like California, like that area is like 2 hours behind. So I'm in Houston. Yeah. So girl, like, yeah, it's 6 o'clock. Yeah. Y'all, oh my gosh. So I wanted to give y'all a little update on my whole job, you know, like everything that happened. My tree is over there in the corner. Yep, 4 p.m. West Coast. And I'm also drinking this. This is like one of my favorite Mountain Dews. Besides, ooh, what the heck? I was trying to avoid like getting my lotion in it because I just put lotion on my hands. So yeah. Hey Asia or Aisha. Clip and mix. Hey girl. So y'all, okay, I would wait till like 50 people get on. Did you guys see that new movie on Netflix that everybody's talking about? I just got a Roku a couple of days ago, and I know my TV is a 4K. Yeah, Bird Box. Yep. But for some reason, it's lagging, and I have really fast Wi-Fi, so I'm not sure like why it's lagging or whatever. Yeah, guys, Bird Box, and it's got that sexy ass dude from Moonlight. Ooh, he is sexy. I loved Moonlight. I want to watch it. Trevante Rhodes, yes. Ooh, that boy. I've been in love with him ever since Moonlight. He was real cute. Wait, sexuality. Oh, that's the rating. Wouldn't it be cool? I mean, I just put it on. I wish we could like watch it together. Guys, I have not seen the movie, so I have to be to work for 9. So this live isn't gonna be long. Like, you know, it's gonna be under an hour, like the rest of them. Never heard of it? Oh, girl, you gotta watch it. It's on Netflix. Everybody's been talking about it. It's got like I know, like Anna, is it Anna Bullock? No, Sarah Bullock. I don't know. I don't even remember her name. I thought the same thing, girl. He's fine chocolate. Yes, he is. Sandra Bullock. Yeah. I've only seen like 30 minutes of it. Okay. Yeah, she won that Oscar based off of her husband cheating on her. Does anybody remember that? She married that anti-Semite racist who was engaged to Kat Von D. And then he ended up cheating on her with like a bunch of girls. And then she won an Oscar. Yeah, Sandra looks really good. She looks really good. Yeah, he fell off Karma. Yep. A mess. Okay, so 56 people are on. Now we can talk about my whole job situation. Okay, so let me just tell you guys, let me just give y'all a recap of what happened. Oh, wait, you know what? Every time I get on live, people from Instagram always show up super late and are like, you didn't tell us you were live. And I'm like, I did. I tell everybody what time I go on live on Instagram, but you know, whatever. So yeah, this is like a quick little recap. Basically, my job, like the girls on my job, they were taking my tables. Like, you know, I'm new, so they would see like a regular come in who tips well, and they'll come and sit in my section, not even ask for the girl, and then they'll take my table. So I was like, wait, what? Like, because they would like, I would be just like standing around, not doing shit. Hey, JW. And these girls, like, they would be like, oh, I know him. You know, I'm gonna go take him. I'll take him. You know, because they know they tip well and stuff. And I'm over here thinking, oh, okay, well, you know, she knows him. You know, and I have seen her serve him once or twice, maybe. You know. But that could have just been because she wants to. He didn't even ask for her. So I told the manager the other night because I was so frustrated that morning when I got off of work. I was frustrated with everything, the way that they were talking to me. You know, I'm not the one to, I do not want to sound like a black parent, but I am none of their friends. I'm not your little friend. So don't be like talking to me crazy like you talk to everybody else, you know, but they were talking to me more crazy. So that was the problem I was having. So let me tell y'all about what my manager did. Hold on, let me just change it to I'm live now. Let me see. It's 6. I'm like, it's 6 p.m. here. Okay, yeah. So I told my manager, and I told y'all how he said, oh, well, you know, she's a dope head. Like, just, you know, I'll talk to them. So last night was, there's a cockroach behind me? Where? No way. No, there isn't. Shut the fuck up. No, I'm just kidding. Is there? Wait, I don't have on real pants. So if I have to get up, hold on, let me see. Oh, I have on like panty pants. Oh. Okay, I don't have on real pants. That's not a cockroach. If you see anything, you may see thumbtacks on the wall because I have like, I'm hanging up clothes to take pictures. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I mean, honestly, y'all, like, I live like, you know, there's a lot of trees by my house, so if you see a cockroach, I honestly wouldn't be. There's more spiders where I live at than cockroaches. She said, "Let it run around." Agnes, not Agnes. What is her name? Bitch, don't get blocked, penguin. You know, I'm just gonna block this penguin. Anyway, you like threw me off. Okay, so she said, "Let it live." Anyway, he told me that he was gonna talk to them. So this morning, I went to work. Well, I guess technically last night, and they were all acting, you know how like you get told on, so people get mad at you or whatever. And they were just acting like extra like nice or whatever, like extra special, you know, the usual bullshit. Every job I go to, it's like this bullshit. So, oh, my little cellulite. Um, hey Octavia, yeah, girl, like they're being like nice, but it's like super fake or whatever. And it was like kind of uncomfortable, but I was just like, whatever. We were all respecting each other. You know, I really, okay, whenever I go to a job, because I'm new, I like to follow the rules, especially with serving. I feel like if any of you guys are a server, you already know the rules. Like you get your sections and you stay in your sections. And like, do I have work today? Yes, girl. I go in at 9. I got off this morning at 7, and I had to go back, and I have to go back tonight at 9. But yeah, so you know, you respect each other's sections, and these girls are acting like they don't know what that means, and they're giving me a hard time about following that rule. So anyway, that was the problem. That was the problem. Hold on. There we go. Anyway, so, you know, there's this much older lady. Now, here's the thing, guys. She comes in, she's scheduled for 7 a.m., but she'll come in like 2 hours early. She'll probably get to work around 5:30. And she'll just start taking tables. And I'm like, okay, why? Like, okay, I understand that, like, you want to get to work, but why are you here? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you don't need to, I'm just saying, like, you can be here, but don't be taking tables. I would never show up at my job 2 hours early and just start taking tables. I would never do that. Like, to other people. It's enough. We had way too many people on the floor. Like, we only needed like maybe 2 girls. They had 4 girls last night. I haven't been making no money. Like, I made like $80 last night, which is horrible. And then the other night, I mean, like, you know what I mean? And it wasn't good because of how many customers I got. We had a lot of customers, but they just were not tipping well. All the other nights, we won't have a lot of customers, but they'll tip well. Like the entire night, I'll maybe get like, I don't know, maybe like 9 customers. And I'll be there all night. But I'll still leave with like $100. This night, like, you know, so anyway, like the holidays, people have just been being like kind of cheapish. And you would think you'll be the opposite. So yeah, I just, so anyways, the lady who comes in at fucking 5:30 in the morning, she has regulars. It's literally a bunch of old men who come in and drink coffee for 4 hours. Like they'll just sit there taking up space, tipping $2 at the end of the 4 hours, taking up good boots. But because they've been coming there for 20 years, you know, it's okay, you know? And so these men come here to see this older lady because she's been there for 30-something years. Now, I had no issue with that. You see, my issue, what I feel like what my coworkers aren't understanding is if somebody requests you, like when I go to a restaurant to somebody I want, okay, cool, I'm going to ask for them. That's a request. If they sit in my section, but they request you, okay, cool, you take them. No big deal. But don't just be taking my tables because I'm washing my hands. Like, I'll be washing my hands, and they'll be like, oh, well, you were washing your hands, so I took your table. And I'm like, what? No, like, don't, like, what kind of, you know? And so when I told the manager, I was like, yo, like, what is this? I don't need to be here if I'm just, like, I'm not a fucking maid. I spend majority of the night cleaning. You know, we're wiping, we're sweeping, like, we're washing dishes and shit. Like, I don't want to spend that my whole night doing that shit all fucking night long. I do more cleaning than serving. If I would have been a maid, I would have been a fucking maid then, you know? I'm not here to do that shit. So, and I just feel like the boss just doesn't really get it. Yeah. So, anyway, it's just really annoying that I even had to explain this to like a manager. Yeah, we don't get like a real wage. You know, we get like the $213 plus tips. But, and then because I'm working the holidays, we'll be getting time and a half. But I mean, what's $3 and like 40 cents? You know what I mean? Per hour. And so I don't know. It's just, but I mean, I'm glad that they're not even, sounds like a hustle to me. They are just getting there how they get it. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, I mean, definitely. But it's just like, it's not my fault that just, you know, my section just so happens to be getting sat a lot, you know? You know, I guess I'm just like not that type of person. I'm not a cutthroat person. But another thing that bothered me, okay, so you guys know it's a survival game out there. They don't give a fuck. Yep. You just have to be as aggressive as them. They seem like brats. Yeah, I'm just like, I mean, I just never heard of that. Like, you know, like even like one time I went to the restroom. A customer sat down in my section, right? She just takes the table, and I was literally coming out of the restroom when she was handing them their drinks. Like, we had been dead all night. And of course, the second you decide to go to the restroom or go grab your charger out of your car, that's when a customer pulls up and comes and sits down, right? Now, here's the thing, like with me personally, like whenever that happens to them, like if somebody sits in their section and they leave, I'll greet the customer, I'll give them their silverware, I'll get their drinks. And then I'll tell the customer, like, okay, like your server's going to be here in a minute. I'm just grabbing your drinks for you. And then I'll tell them, hey, someone sat in your section. I got the drinks and I set you up. That's what I do. Not them. Like only when they feel like, you know, doing it. So yeah, anyway, you need too nice. That's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not even like I'm too nice. It's literally, that's what you're supposed to do. It's like, that's how you're trained. Like, that's what serving is. You know, you get your sections, you clean up after yourself, and then you see people. So this morning, the lady who, you know, the one who's been there for 30 something years, okay, she had a lot of people who wanted to come see her this morning. I was 100% okay with that. Okay. She got here at 5 o'clock in the morning. Her money tables didn't start getting there until 7. Now, I didn't have a problem. Like, even if one of her money tables sat down in my section, I don't care if she took it because they asked for her. I don't care. Let me see. That's how I did it when I served. They need to stop being greedy. Exactly. I agree, but that establishment is not structured like that. So you got to get with the program. Right. Yeah, no, I agree with that. But the problem is that, like, they're only doing this to me because I'm new. There was a time when I didn't know that I had took someone else's table. This was on accident. And they made such a big fucking deal about it. So after that, I was like, okay, well, I thought it was okay because I saw y'all taking other people's tables. Like, you took my table. So that's the only reason why I'm making a big deal out of it. It's not like, oh, I'm just being nice. No. They literally started this. It's only okay whenever they do it. So this morning, she got there. She gets here, whatever. And this woman, my manager had a talk with her because, remember, this is the lady who literally, she comes on shift 2 hours early and she takes over the entire restaurant, right? Okay. So, I was the manager, he had a talk with her, right? So she comes in this morning and she's being super passive aggressive. And that, oh my gosh, if anybody knows me, if anybody knows me, knows that like passive aggressiveness, that is something that will really rile me up. Because I'm one of those people, I'll tell you to your face how I feel, right? Like, and it's not even like I'm being rude. She comes in, she's all smiling. She's like, "Hi, Irma. How's your Christmas going?" And I'm like, "It's good. How's yours?" We're talking, blah, blah. Okay. She starts taking her tables. Cool. A guy sits down in my section. Now, she greeted him, right? She got his coffee, she got his silverware, and then she told me, "Hey, Irma, I got his coffee, I got his silverware. He's in your section." See, that's all I asked, right? And I said, "Thank you. I'm gonna go greet him." And I even asked her, I said, "Hey, is he one of your regulars?" She said, "Oh, no. I just see him here all the time." Cool, because I don't want to overstep my boundaries. I go over there, I greet the guy, he tips me $11, and he leaves. Got it. I clean off my area, the next person comes in, and they sit in my section. Now, I go to them, and I greet them, and then I have a booth free. Now, she had, like, one of her, like, regulars, they came in dressed up in all their night clothes. They even brought gifts to unwrap with her. And they had to go on a wait because there were no tables available but mine. So I told her, I said, "Hey," I said, "you can take my booth. I don't care. Like, go ahead." I was like, I'm the same. Makes sense. Hey, Domino. Boy, you are so late. So yeah, I told her, I said, "Hey girl," I said, you can take that booth over there, right?" And she said, "Are you sure? Because I don't want to take from you. I'm not a taker. I don't take nothing from nobody." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh my God." You see, that's the shit I be talking about. Bitch, you're gonna make me take my damn table back and make your family sit there and wait. How about that? Would you like that? She just kept saying, I don't take from people, okay? And then she's going to tell the customer, "Okay, Irma said I can have her table. So you guys can go over there and you can go sit." And I was like, "Bitch, stop me." I was this close, y'all. I was this close to taking my table back in front of her family and children, okay? Because she was overdoing it. She was being passive aggressive, okay? Like, she just, like, they just be getting on my nerves, y'all. Like, these people at my job, like, and it's so unnecessary. Y'all, let me just so y'all can understand. I only get 4 tables. She has like 8. And she's still making a big deal out of me only asking to have my own tables not be taken. These girls are making a big deal over me wanting my tables. Do you guys understand what's happening here? I'm fighting with these dumbass women because I was assigned a section and all I want to do is serve in my section. You guys see this? Like, this is the stupidest job ever. I hate it. I hate when people are rude and uneasy. Girl, passive aggressive is the worst because so many people do it. It's sad. Hey, Kyra, they're just greedy hags. Exactly. So I'm just like, what? Let me see. Girl, you put the emoji on with the cowboy hat. I'm so done. The favorite one. Yeah. She made a big deal, y'all. And then I was like, okay, so y'all know I'm not passive aggressive. I went over to her. I would have thrown the table. Girl, the tables are nailed down. I couldn't. I told her, I was like, okay, I said, look, I was like, look, all I'm asking for is for us to just, okay, this guy is calling me. I went up to her because she's she appeared to be a very nice, like, older lady. So I don't want, like, all I said was, "Hey, I don't know what the manager said to you, but I was just confused about how you guys do it the other day because I literally spend the last 3 hours of work not doing anything." And I told her that. I was like, you come, and it was getting busy, so I couldn't really tell her, but I just told her, I was like, hey, you come in 2 hours early and you start taking tables, and there's already 3, 4 people on the floor. Like, and I just told her, I was like, I don't be doing nothing but cleaning for the last 3, 4 hours of work. Like, why, don't fall for it. They may be trying to get me sacked. I mean, they probably are, So yeah, anyway, guys, that's what happened today at work. My manager did talk to him, and yes, things were different tonight. The only issue is literally like they were trying to make me feel bad for wanting my tables. That was basically what happened. But I don't even care. I will never talk to these hoes. And I'm going to keep doing whatever I want. And I may just start lying and saying and like taking their tables and then being like, oh, he's my regular bitch. Even though they know I'm not, he's not my regular. I would never even talk to a person like this in my regular life. But I'm just going to start lying and being like, yes, I know him. We go back. He's my friend. He requested me. We're in love. Like, I can do that too. I'm not fucking stupid. Oh my gosh, everybody is hitting me up right now. And then, and even like the other night, y'all, I was supposed to go into work. What was this? This was on Sunday night. I was supposed to go in. I pray that you find a higher paying job. Yes, me too. Me too. I like serving jobs because I like the idea of just like having money every single day. Especially because, I'm like so close to getting where I want to be, like with my credit and everything. Like, I'm so close, and having this type of job has kept me, like, having a cash paying job has, hey, is your mom okay? Yeah, having a cash paying job, because I'm not very good with money, weirdly enough, works in my favor, because as soon as I get the money, I immediately go and I'll like pay down something or I'll pay something off. And yeah, and I finally, like, this is my first time ever being approved for like my own like unsecured credit card in my life at this point in my life. And they're like really good limits on them. So that's why I'm saying, like, that's why I'm doing it. Have you thought about, yeah, girl, when I get older, I would love to have like a diner, like a diner little, bar or something. That's what I've always wanted to do. So yeah, I feel like I would have to lose weight for bottle service. Anyway, guys, I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to watch that movie tonight. And then I've also been getting like a lot of numbers from the guys at work. And it sounds like crazy, but there's a specific job that I've been wanting to do. And same what? About you getting numbers from guys at work? Or I mean, just to say that the movie that we were talking about earlier called Bird Box, that's basically probably what I'm going to be watching. And I also play this game. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but it's I think it's called Towns. It's not Townsville. It's something. No, the movie. Oh, okay. Yeah. You said you're about to go. Watch the movie too. What I missed, Shade, girl, you just missed my whole story about my job and stuff, girl. Like what I did differently last night. And like even, I don't know. I also, like this morning, I had a conversation with my sister. She like really wants me to figure out like what I'm passionate about and just figure out how to go about it. So like I'm not good at math. I'm really, 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 really bad at math. I've struggled with it forever. I'm good in pretty much everything else but math. And it's like I'm talking like algebra, like, you know, like the really high algebra, pre-calculus, all that. I'm not good. Going to do. Darn, was wondering what you were going to do when you went in. Did you make decent tips last night? Girl, I did not. I made like $80, which is horrible. Horrible. Like I should have made like 130 last night. It sucked. It was slow. They had fucking 4 people on the floor when they only needed 2. It was just horrible. Did I cuss them out? No, girl. You're gonna have to rewatch this live because I just did like a 30-minute story time on it. How much are the other women making there? Girl, you know what? I'm honestly not even sure because, okay, I'm not sure. Like one girl, she did really good last night. She made like $100, maybe over. And then the other girl, I think she made like 60 or 70. Another girl, she went home at 6. So I don't think she made like that much money. Sucks Christmas. Karina, what do you mean, girl? Why does it suck? You know, I don't even really celebrate Christmas like that. Like, I didn't even see my family. I didn't cook. I didn't do nothing. You know, I don't really celebrate any holidays or anything. So I feel like you did pretty well. Thank you, girl. You're selling yourself short. When you start running your own restaurant, you'll be surprised how good you are with math. Really? Yeah, I mean, I'm good with like basic math, percentages and all that, but I'm not good with like and I'm good with basic algebra, but like when it hits like algebra 2, blah blah blah, yeah. Have you thought about buying a van and converting it into van life so you can go? Yeah, I mean, I thought about it, but I think at this point, I kind of want like an actual, like a bigger trailer. I don't think I want to do the whole van thing. At this point, until you have children, girl, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I won't be celebrating Christmas until I absolutely have to. Christmas is any other day. It really is. You should have made more tips for Christmas. I know. That's what I was saying. But everybody's saying that tonight should be really busy. But it was so busy in the morning and during the day. So, I mean, I don't know how it's going to be for graveyard tonight. You should have got a Santa Zaddy. No. No. Y'all are crazy. Oh, my gosh. I just, like, guys, I'm really tired of being a quitter. Like, I feel like I am the biggest. I tell you all this all the time. Like, I'm the queen of self-sabotage. Every time I'm about to do really well in life, something happens and I let things get to me and I end up making a huge mistake for my life. So I just used today to reflect on the past year. Y'all. Okay, so when I got home, for some reason, I cried like a baby. And I don't even know what was wrong with me. I just felt really like sad, and it wasn't even like necessarily like about the job. I still haven't started my period, y'all. Yeah, I was just like extremely sad. I mean, I was just like, you know, I just felt like super like, I don't even want to say the word, but I just felt really low. And I couldn't put my finger on it. It's life that makes us cry like that. Yeah. I just like was like really sad. It was a really and it's not even Christmas because like literally where I'm at, like nobody's even really decorating. Nobody's even really talking about Christmas or anything. So I don't even think it was that. I think that like I don't know. I just felt like I was just thinking about a lot of things and everything just kind of came down on me today. And I just felt like complete shit. I was just like, what is the point of everything? You know, I just didn't get, you know, a lot of things. I was like, I don't understand, you know, why am I even trying so hard to do anything? Girl, I'm going through something similar, but I'm on my period. No, Okay, first of all, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My period is like any other day. It doesn't make me moody. It doesn't. I don't even cramp. I don't even know when I'm gonna have my period because my stomach doesn't hurt. It only lasts 2 or 3 days, and like literally, my period will come and it just goes. Like I don't even, and it happens usually around the same time of the month. So I don't have any of the things that a lot of the women talk about. At least, like I, I literally just started cramping when I turned like 21, and it doesn't even happen anymore. Like I may have a subtle cramp, and that's it. Like it's over. My periods are very good. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing myself, but yeah. I think you're sad because you think you should have achieved more in life by now. It's never too late. It's not even that. Like the things that I want to do, it's like I can't even do them because I don't know how to go about them. It's kind of like, yeah, it's not me. It's not. It's I don't put myself on a time frame. I'm not like that. Don't mirror, please. Yeah, I don't feel like that at all. There's nothing like I don't feel like I should be doing anything. Like I literally do what I want. Mine are not. You're so lucky. That's great. I don't know, but I don't know if it's because of the diet or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's because you guys won't believe this, but like my diet is kind of weird the way that I eat. I don't know because I was looking it up because this girl was on YouTube talking about how she used to cramp really badly. But now like she changed her diet and she doesn't even cramp bad anymore. Like she used to have to take birth control to regulate her period, and she's not on it anymore. Yeah. What does she eat? So this girl, she's took out a lot of like manufactured sugars that she was eating. Um, and the thing is that I also don't. It just got really. I just get really silent. Yeah, I'm not even moody. Like even when I'm dating somebody. Oh, you know what? You can look up this one girl on Instagram actually, Shanika Adams. She was talking about it on her Instagram too because I don't remember the YouTube video I was watching. I literally just like was watching this girl, and all of a sudden she just started talking about her period. It was so random, like me. So yeah. Yeah, like even when I'm dating a guy, they don't even know I'm on my period. But you know how like I've had friends who like I knew when they were on their period because they had that very like ranky metal smell. And I'm just like, how do y'all like not smell yourselves? Like and like they'll like sit down and then that plop of air is like, whoo, whoo. Oh my God, who just opened a can of beans? Like, what is that? Like, why is it so much metal in the air? Like, that smells really bad? So, yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just like super gross. And I'm like, they're keeping their pads on for too long. Girl, you guys know I haven't used a tampon in years. And even when I was using them, I would cut a hole in the middle of the tampon because the blood was never even going. It wasn't even soaking up any blood. It was just going all around it. And so that's what I used to do. But yeah, I don't even use pads anymore. I don't use pads. I don't use tampons. So, they need to use the cup. I just think that they're just gross. Like I'm finding out like there are some people who are just nasty as hell. Like I know that this sounds like duh, but you know how like you see your friends and you're just like, oh, like she's not nasty. And then you're like, oh, that bitch is nasty. Like she's nasty. Because there are other things like I feel like that right there just says a lot about you. Like I may be messy, but I would never my vagina smell like that. Can you have sex with a girl when she's on her period? You can do anything you want. It's all about whether she wants to or not. I'm going to tell you, the blood is going to make it dry and sticky, and it's not going to be great. But, if you guys are just really that bad, then go ahead. I don't really use those either. Do you free bleed? I use a cup, or honestly, like, you guys are gonna judge me, but I don't really care. I use cheap paper towels. I use cheap paper towels there because it can go into your crevice and it can go up your butt crack, and all the blood is gonna catch it. And I like that. And I like that I can just pop, throw it out, whatever. So I use a cheap, and I use cheap paper towels because the really like expensive soft ones, like, they peel, and they have like a lot of, you guys know how it is. Like, okay, if you have soft toilet paper, you know how you get all that residue on your butt because it's really soft. Like, I used to use this one toilet paper and it was really expensive, and like, I stopped using it because my butt would have all this like residue on it because it was too soft and it wasn't like getting it. So anyway, I like to use paper towels whenever I do it. I either would do that, or if I feel like using the cup, I will. The cup is just like, you have to fold it and then you have to put it up there. And yeah, I don't like it. So yeah, I like using paper towels. Oh wow. Okay. I didn't know that other people use paper towels too, y'all. Hey. Budget friendly. It is budget friendly, actually, and it absorbs way better. Are you serious? You guys use paper towels too? Yes, I don't like using pads because first of all, the blood doesn't catch everything in a pad. Like, I'll have a bloody butt, I'll have blood on my clothes. When I go to sleep, like, I have to kind of like lay on my back because the blood is just kind of going everywhere. And even when I was using the pads, I would have to put it, like, fold it into my little crevice down there because I wanted to make sure that I could lay on my side without the blood like seeping. You see what I'm saying? So the paper towels are the best, guys. Buy them really cheap because the expensive ones are too soft, and it's just going to get everywhere. But buy them cheap and put it up your butt crack and call it a day. I have a heavy cycle. Tampons are way cleaner. No, they're not. Tampons literally cause toxic shock syndrome. That's why some people literally can't do it. I don't trust my cycle. I have to use tampons. I mean, yeah, you guys can use them if you want. I mean, like, tampons, I know, and I even noticed a difference in my period ever since I stopped using tampons. Like, when I started using tampons, that's when the cramping started. I didn't start noticing that until later. Like, when I turned when I got older, I was like, oh shit, like, I've never cramped in my entire life, and now all of a sudden I'm cramping. So anyway, I don't even cramp anymore, y'all. I get really sore, like I've had sex for 9 hours straight. No. You guys really got to educate yourself. Toxic shock syndrome is not because you've left it in there for 2 days. There are women who literally can't use tampons because of the toxicity or whatever in it. Like, I know people who can't even put it up there. They have to use like a cotton based tampon. They can't use regular tampons off the market. Has anybody ever like actually looked at what the ingredients are? Like, tampons were banned a long time ago for a reason. Like, they're actually really not bad for you. If you guys can, like, make sure you get the organic ones. There's nothing wrong with tampons. You just shouldn't be using the ones that are sold in stores. Tampons cause my cramps to go from a 7 to a 9. Exactly. And I don't even, like I said, I don't even cramp anymore. So you have to use organic tampons. Non-organics have pesticides in them. Since I switched to organic, I have an easy period like you. Exactly, guys. The Diva Cup sounds way better now. Yeah, the Diva Cup is cool. You just have to remember how, you just gotta, it's like, do I feel like folding it and putting it up there? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I mean, I don't, and like, and a tampon is also, it's not going to catch you know when like the first layer of your uterus starts shedding and you have those thick pieces of blood, a tampon is not going to soak that up, you know? And when it's not absorbing that, it causes your uterus to like back up, and that causes infertility and can cause scarring on your ovaries. And that's why like a lot of people are dealing with fertility issues. Yeah, you just have to make sure you put it in right, or feel like digging it out. Right. I even use soft cloth t-shirts folded. Wow. I need to find my passion too. Girl, yes. Is a diva cup messy at first? At first, yeah. Do you use a period tracker app like Glow? No, maybe I should. It sticks to the side of the tampon. Yep. It doesn't even, you know what, guys? Like literally, like even when I would wear pads, I would wear like the super jumbo. It's like I would pull it out and I could literally wipe my blood off and the tampon would be clean. So it was literally just a plug. It wasn't even like it was something that was soaking anything up for me. It was just trash. Trash, trash, trash. You know what? I'm going to start using a period tracker. Okay, maybe I need to because I don't track it. And maybe... Oh, he's funny. No, this guy, he just wrote me on Instagram. He came into the chat while we were talking about periods, and he's like, oh shit, I felt like a minority. Because he was trying to catch the live, and I'm like, oh, you know. But you know what? It's okay for men to learn about, you know, periods too. I mean, if you're dating a woman, because, you know, it just kind of makes things easier. I found my passion, but it is sex. Many people laugh and make fun of me when I tell them this. What are you trying to do? Like sexual education? Or, I mean, what do you mean it's your passion is just sex? What does that even mean? Amazons need love too. I need to find my passion too. Girl, okay, so what do you do for a living right now? Like, you know, guys, I found my passion. It's just like I don't have like I've always wanted to just do like business. Like that like when I was a kid, I never wanted to be like any other things. Like I never wanted to be a teacher, a lawyer, a doctor, like a scientist or a firefighter. Like I never wanted to be any of those things. When I was a kid, all I ever wanted to do was like work in like service or owning something. I never wanted to do any of those things. And nothing's changed. That's why it's just like whenever people are like, oh, you need to figure out what you want to do with yourself. It's like, I know what I want to do with myself. I just don't know how to go about it. And I have other like struggles that I deal with that, you know, because I'm one of those people I get in, you know, I told you guys, I get in my own way a lot, like a lot. I'm the first to tell y'all, I'm the queen of self-sabotage. I mean, yes, other people get in my way a lot, but like I mess up all the time for myself. Maybe crowdfunding. I mean, honestly, y'all, I've just been working on my credit. I've really been just trying to do this for myself. Like, that's, you know, I've basically just been trying to do that. I've just been paying off debt and saving up and just fixing my credit. And it's been really working. You know, not missing any payments, paying things off. If I was ever late on something, I just close the account. You know, I pay it off and I just close it because, you know, it's gonna get deleted off the credit anyway. So yeah. I've been abstinent for almost 2 years, hoping I can get the interest of a good guy minus sex. But the struggle. Attitude is so shitty. Your attitude is shitty, or what do you mean? Care to share an example of self-sabotage you've done? Yes. Yeah, where the fuck do I even start? Oh my gosh. Woo! Yeah, whew. I mean, do we even have time? Like, I feel like a 4-hour live would... I mean, I can honestly that I have not self-sabotaged myself, and that will be way shorter than the times that I have done it. Having good credit is somewhat overrated. Even if you have great credit, they still want to charge you high interest rate. Are you sure? Because that is not the case for me. I thought you were gonna say no. No, guys. Like seriously. Really, Chi-Chi? It's the truth. Okay, let me give you guys a few examples. Whew, yeah, I mean, sorry. Like when you asked me this question, I got super overwhelmed because I'm just like, oh my gosh, like where do I even start? Like, whew, okay. Number one, I am a procrastinator. And I have horrific time management. My time management is so bad. I have to go on YouTube, find time management like videos and like little online classes to help myself to understand like why do I do things this way? Why do I do things that way? Like how to manage my time. Number two, I'm extremely unorganized. Okay. That is the biggest self-sabotage. And I'm also one of those people, like, if I see something I want, I would just buy it. And then I'll buy multiples of it. Like, in my closet, I have, like, 20 sets of 2s and 3s. Like for example, you see this purse? If you actually look back there, you're going to see 4 of these purses of black. And then I have 2 blue ones. I'm an impulse buyer. And it's really bad. Like, I'll buy multiple things multiple times. Like, I'll go to the register and I'll show up with like 6 of these shirts. It's really bad. Oh my gosh. So yeah, the impulse buying, the procrastination, the terrible time management. Okay. Weirdos. There's always some weirdos that find my way to my channel. Oh my gosh, it's like in my twin. Yes, guys, like it's really bad. And then I mean, not only that, like my attitude. Oh my gosh, y'all, like if somebody like it's not like I just go around being mean to people, but because I'm nice, I always end up getting people who don't like me because you're like that with lippies. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot with lipsticks too. But you know what, guys? I feel like no, I have to have multiples of my lipsticks, okay? That makes sense. Why would you just buy one color that looks really good on you? Like, you have to buy multiples, especially if it's on sale. Like, no way. Especially because I have big lips and I go through lipstick like that. Like I go through a tube a month, so I have to buy multiples. I'm a backup buyer too. I shop on impulse. Yes, and people literally like will dislike you because you're nice. Like, and it's a very weird complex that people have. They'll literally kind of like mirror things that they feel or something that they don't like, and then they're like, and they just won't like me or whatever. So, I'm not anyway. And I'm the type of person. and then on top of that, like, I gotta stop slapping people. You guys don't know this, but I've had to slap a couple people at work because they really tried to play me. Okay. And it's just like, and I know people probably can't picture it, but like you can, like when I say you can get slapped, I'm not like, it's not like a rhetorical question. It's literally like you can literally get slapped. And I just have to stop doing that. So yeah, guys, I am the self-sabotage queen. Like and I've gotten fired. Who have I slapped? Okay. At my last job at Chili's, I didn't tell you guys this, but this bitch, anyway, it's just like a quick story time. I'm not gonna go into detail. I went to jail years ago for punching this lady because she didn't pay me all my money and she tried to play me. Okay. And then also like I remember I was friends with this girl who I used to work with. And anyway, guys, this is so stupid. Like, anyway, we were working together, right? And she would give me rides and I would give her gas money, right? Okay. There was this one day when she wanted to leave work early, which was fine, but we lived extremely far out. And she knew that I didn't have a ride home. She like told the manager that she was sick, right? She leaves work. She doesn't even tell me that she left. So it's 1:00 in the morning. We're off. I text her like around 11 because we were busy. And I didn't hear from her. So around 12:30, I checked my phone because I'm like, okay, I was like, okay, I know I'm about to be getting off soon. And I didn't hear from this girl. So anyway, basically, she left me stranded at my job. And I only lived 30 minutes away from this job. But like if I got on the bus, it was like an hour and a half ride. That is not a problem for me. The problem was that the buses stopped running at 1. And if you live in Houston, you know how the buses are. They will show up 20 minutes early. And I know this. So I would literally try to, like, I would have gotten off of work early. I wouldn't have been hanging around, waiting for her, like kind of slowing down, doing dishes. Like I would have gotten off of work that day. Anyway, the next day, she came to work and I was like, what happened to you last night? Yeah, I didn't get home till fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. My boss dropped me off at the bus stop. The bus stop was a 10-minute ride to there. Just to get to the bus stop was a 10-minute ride. A walk would have been like 20, 30 minutes, okay? Then I had to take an hour and a half bus home. I made it, and then I had to walk. I made it home by the grace, literally, because I literally, when he was pulling up and he dropped me off, the bus came. Like 30 seconds later, less than a minute, like we saw the bus, we passed the bus up, and he dropped me off at the stop. He had to hurry. He jumped in front of the bus and dropped me off, okay? Anyway, the next day came. I was like, what happened to you, last night? I was like, are you okay? Like, what happened? I just wanted to know the tea. She's gonna tell me, she's like, girl, something about her abusive boyfriend. And I was just like, he was I called it abuse, but she said it wasn't, whatever. Anyway, okay, you know what? Let me just say, he was a mentally controlling guy. He called her and told her that his dog was missing and she needed to come home right now. And I was like, what the bitch, you left me stranded at work because your man's dog went missing? And I don't even know how the argument escalated. Y'all, this was so stupid. I was like in my early 20s, y'all. I was in my early, so anyway, like, whatever. But let's just say, like, the argument escalated because, first of all, she doesn't even have a car. She was using her aunt's car to get to work. And she was like, well, it's not my fault you don't have a car. And I was like, bitch, you told me, it doesn't matter. You should have fucking told me that you weren't going to be giving me a ride. I called you and I hit you up and I texted you. You know what I'm saying? It was like that type of thing. Anyway, we ended up getting into an argument. And she gonna go like this in my face. Like, she was like, whatever. And I was like, and so I just pushed her. I gave her a little push because you obviously forgot where we are. And she was just like, and she, don't put your hand in my face. I absolutely hate whenever anybody tries to disrespect me and they just like go like this. Hey, bitch, don't get too close to my face. Like, don't get too close in my face or whatever. Anyway, I pushed her, like I said, and then she turned around and said something slick, and I just gave her a little pop. It was like a pop. It was nothing even like serious, Anyway, whatever. So that's what it was. It was just a little pop, nothing serious. And she didn't even do anything. I thought she was going to do something because she kind of like backed up, and I was just like, oh my gosh, y'all, just a little pop. And yeah, that's what happened. So yeah. Oh gosh, like I said, guys. Anyway, I ended up not having a ride anymore to that job, and she quit like 2 days later. And I ended up like quitting too, but I needed to work like a couple more weeks. But I was tired of the ride. No, just kidding. Pop. Yeah, y'all. Anyway, like, my point is that you just can't be going around slapping people. Why? Because, number one, she was my ride. She was my ride to a job, and I needed that money because I fucking had bills and stuff. How did I go to jail? I have a whole story time about me going to jail. It's on my main channel. And yeah, and then also, oh my gosh, I got into this parking lot drag out fight with this girl who was living with me. Okay, let me tell you guys something. Okay, when I was living in Houston, I was really wilding out, so embarrassed of my life, honestly. But this was not a self-sabotage moment. This is more about just like me checking my attitude and learning self-control. You know what I mean? Okay, quick story time. Quick. This girl, she was my brother's friend. This girl was always asking me. She did not even know me very well, but she would ask me for like money here and there. She would need a place to stay. I had never even really knew her. But how do I even explain this to y'all? Okay. The first 2 weeks, okay, I had gotten an apartment because I needed to move out of my ex-boyfriend's house. Like, you know, we were still together, but I got my own place. And my brother and my mom were living with me. And this girl, like, for the first like month or so, I wasn't even living in the apartment. I was still living with my ex. And I don't know, I just had like issues with separation. I was a real clingy bitch back then. I can't cling to nothing now. It's really sad. And one day I came home, like, and she's like, hey. And I'm like, hey. And my brother's like, oh yeah, she stayed the night or something. I don't even remember how it was, but anyway, she started to live with us. And I only remembered her because she needed to borrow like $15 one time. Then she needed to borrow like $20 one time, and I had never even really met her. So she's Nigerian, and she was like kind of struggling, I guess, or whatever. She was staying with her friend who lived in Uptown. Her friend had a really nice apartment uptown or whatever. And so I was like, oh, okay. She said something about her parents were in town, so she couldn't stay with them long. So I'm thinking, okay, after her parents leave, like she's leaving too, right? No, y'all. She ended up being at our house. Now, she didn't have a job. She had a car. She had no license. Her license was suspended. She had no license plate. Her truck was not even registered. It had no tags. This was a hot car. You know what? The car may as well have even been stolen because the car had nothing. Like, I had never seen a nothingness ass car like this in my life. Like, I never seen a car with literally like no license plate, maybe in the windshield, but like no tags, no nothing. Okay, whatever. The car had nothing. So at first I was like, okay, cool. Like you have a car and I don't have a car. So I guess we can do stuff, right? And this girl is actually like, you can see pictures of us like some years ago on Instagram. And don't none of y'all go head over to Instagram. Hey Paul, boy, I have not seen you in a minute. Whenever I see a familiar face, I'm like, hey. So yeah, y'all, like she was like a ride. Like we would go clubbing. We would go hang out. Like she would wear all my clothes, like all my shoes and stuff. Like we were kind of like the same size. And I didn't have really like any friends like that. Like I had a girlfriend, but she was just kind of like using me. It was really stupid, you know? And yeah, it was fun. So anyway, we would go out to like Nigerian clubs and we would always meet guys and stuff. And we would just like party and hang out, right? So one night, we go out, and I'm gonna do a detailed story time because there's so much shit that happened, y'all. Like so much stuff went down in like a 6-week period. We ended up going out with these guys, and these guys were just like, I had told these guys like I don't want to Okay. I didn't want to spend the night at their house. Like, I had already told these guys, like, look, I don't want to stay out too late because, like, I don't want to end up over at your house. And the guys were over here like, oh, like, who cares? Like, you're not going to be over at my house. I just need to go stop in my house because I forgot my shoes. And she was all like, let him go to his house. Who cares? You know, it's 4 of us in the car. And I was like, why the fuck are we going across town to go get this nigga's shoes? He's going to try to make us stay the night. Guess what he did, y'all? We get to his house and he tries to make us stay the night. He's like, I've been drinking. I'm too tired. This nigga, he goes into the bathroom and he changes into his like night clothes and stuff. And that mint cream looks good on you. Thanks, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here. And he's getting an attitude with me. He's like, man, Chinyere, man, I want to go to sleep. And I'm like, no, I want to go fucking home. Like, no, I'm not staying here with y'all. No, you know, I don't like that shit. I hate when people try to like trick me into doing shit. And when I was 19, like a lot of my girlfriends, they were always trying to get me, like trying to fucking sneak me into like different situations and shit. And whenever I didn't agree with it, we would end up getting into a fight. So guess what happened that night, bitch? We got into a fight. So, and these guys too, like the men too, like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, what do you get out of trying to trick somebody into a situation? I already fucking told you I don't want to do it. Oh, well, and she just didn't even care. And so I went and I was like, okay, I'm leaving. Like, I'm not even fucking playing. I started walking outside because I'm like, and I wasn't even familiar with where I was. This was 6 years ago. I didn't even have GPS on my phone. I had like I had a little Virgin Mobile, like Android phone, but yeah, it was a mess, y'all. And like, there was the night could have been a movie. Y'all don't even know all the shit that happened that night. Like, it was a 7-hour double date. 7 hours, y'all. We met up with those guys at fucking 7 o'clock at night. It was 4 a.m. at this point. Like, no. We met up at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This was like a 12-hour date. We had already been with these dudes for too long. And I had already fucking told them when we were at the club, I was like, I don't want to go with y'all. I really don't, you know? So yeah, anyway, we get downstairs and he's yelling at me. He's yelling at me. She's yelling at me too. And then the dude who she was with, who like I kind of like hooked her up with, because basically it was kind of like my date, but she tagged along with his friend. See what I'm saying? It was kind of like that. So anyway, we get downstairs. He's yelling at me, talking all this mess. She's yelling at me, and mind y'all, she's my homegirl. We live together. And you're supposed to have my back. She did not have my back. She's all like, she's like, you're just being so fake. Like, what's the problem? Why can't we just spend the night? I said, Chi, I don't have my toothbrush. I don't have a change of clothes. I don't have my soap. Like, y'all, I'm one of those girls, like, I have a whole bag. I don't like going to spend a night at nobody's house unless I have like my toothbrush, like I said, my soap. I like using my own bath gloves. I like to have a change of clothes whenever I spend the night. I don't like sleeping on somebody's couch in my club clothes. You know, we had just came back from the club. I was sweaty clothes, and he gonna tell me, you can just crash on the couch. You know, if you don't feel comfortable, you know, but you can always sleep. You can sleep in my bed if you want. If you don't feel comfortable, you can crash on my couch. And y'all know this nigga Nigerian, and he had them leather seats in a fucking cold apartment. Hell no. Home. So we get downstairs. We're in the car, and I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing because I'm just sitting like this because we don't, you know, he had already agreed to take me home. We had nothing to talk about. You know how you sit like this? Because you don't want nobody to talk to you. You don't want to have nothing to do with none of these nothing ass people. And he keeps saying shit under his breath like, man, I shouldn't even have to do this. Like, you know, you ain't no fun. You ain't nothing like I thought when we met. And I said, neither are you, nigga. You didn't even buy me a burger. Because he did. He promised to buy me a sandwich, y'all. Like, this nigga didn't even come through. Whatever. And she's in the back seat. She's drunk. And I didn't even realize how much she had drank. But she kind of had a drinking problem. I came to find out later because she was drinking before we even left for the date. But, you know, she was kind of spacing them out. So we're in the car, right? And this girl is yelling at me. He's yelling at me. His friend in the back seat is yelling at me. All of them are yelling at me at one time. And so I'm finally just like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, shut the fuck up. Why are you still yelling at me? You're on the way to take me home. I'm never going to see you again. Like, we were just yelling at each other. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, fuck you. And then I told Chi-Chi, I was like, bitch, you can forget about staying with me. I said, please, like, go away. You can stay with him because obviously this is your nigga now. Because if I'm arguing with somebody like that, that means that I'm ready to move out. I'm ready to go. And I'm ready to pay my rent the way I can. Okay? So, and she wasn't even my friend, really. She was my brother's friend. Like I said, y'all, I only talked to her twice when she needed money because I was being nice. Anyway, we get to the house and my brother's there and me and her, like, we're arguing. The guys had, you know, threw us out, blah, blah, blah. Well, they threw me out because they knew that she was kind of like down to do whatever. So they were, you know, they were cool with her, but obviously I wasn't. So they just didn't like me. They're like, you can get out. I'm like, bitch, good, I'm out. I go to the house. Me and this girl were arguing. And my brother's like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? Like, what's going on, y'all? Like, y'all were just having fun. I was like, and I was like, it's nothing. So I go in the, like, I don't want to talk about it. I go in the bathroom. I start taking off my clothes. You know, I had on this tight-ass dress. I had on these heels. Like, actually, I can show you guys the picture from the fight night. You know, it's okay. I have to do it in the story time. Anyway. And she sits on the couch. No, I go sit on the couch. She stands up and she's telling my brother something that I had said about him. It was something like, it was the truth. Because my brother honestly wasn't shit back then. It was like the truth. But like, she said it. And it had nothing to do with the situation. Like, we were just talking. And my brother knew he wasn't shit back then. Like, it was literally something that happened like a month ago that we were talking about. And she just brought it up tonight. She was like, yeah, you know, your sister, like, said something. She said that in front of me as I was walking by. And my brother was like, huh? Wait, what? What are you talking about? And I was like, it's Tashina, girl, I don't think I ever told you guys this story, but I don't know. Maybe I have. Anyway, I was just like, what? And so at this point, y'all, I was ready to get it on and popping. You know how it is. Like, when you already, I'm like, whatever, okay. So what's, you know, y'all, I feel like even to this day, I'm not even kidding, y'all. I hate talking about this story because I feel so fucking guilty. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I feel so fucking guilty about this fight. I feel bad because I've been the girl in her situation. No, I never acted like her, but I've been there, you know? And it just, anyway, just talking about this part just even like makes me like, cringe because, like, she was talking shit. And I was just like, wait, I said, excuse me? I said, bitch, I never said that. And y'all, I just started wailing on her. Like, I don't even think she saw the fist just like raining down on this girl. and she fell into the couch, and she was just like, what? She was like, I don't want to. She said, you know what? She said, Chinyere, I'm not even gonna like fight you because I like you. She was literally like, I like you, and like I don't even want to like fight. You know, she was like rubbing her face. And I did not even care because at this point I was so fucking pissed. I was just like, I was like, bitch, I was like, I don't give a fuck. And so you guys should have saw my brother. He was in shock. He was like, but this is not the first time my brother has seen me fight. He's seen me in so many fights that this is really nothing to him, but I've never fought any of his friends. So this was very different. He was just like, what? And he was like, he got in the middle. He said, Chinyeere. He was like, whoa, stop. He's like, wait. He's like, what happened? And I didn't even want to talk about it because I was so pissed. And I was just like, so anyway, I don't even remember what happened. I told her that she needed to leave because she started saying other stuff that was so stupid. I was like, okay, you know, she was saying something like, anyway, I don't even remember, guys. But anyway, she started packing her stuff. Okay. Now, remember earlier in the story, I said like she would wear my clothes and stuff, but I never said she could have it. She didn't have any clubbing clothes. So she would wear my stuff. She started wearing some of the stuff that she went clubbing in. She started just putting it in her suitcase. Now I didn't want to talk to her no more. So I went in the bathroom and I was like, I thought that she was like, what do you mean she was begging for basically, she was really ready. She was basically begging for me to put the pause on her. And well, back then, I didn't disappoint. Like, it was, if I did not wait, like, no, I did not let anybody tell me, let's go outside. No, bitch, I'm going to fight you right in front of your mom. Just like in California. Ooh, y'all, just a mess. Anyway, so y'all not about to come in here asking me to speak different languages. Every live I do, y'all be asking me to speak something else. No. Okay. So I go in the bathroom because I'm like, I like don't want to look at her right now because I don't want to argue. The situation could have been worse with those dudes. Exactly. It really could have, because what are we doing here? They were just trying to fuck us, y'all. And she didn't care. She didn't even care. I leave the bathroom because I think that she left. I didn't hear nothing. So I'm like, I looked at the door. She wasn't in my room. And this is the same apartment. Anyway, okay. I leave out the room. I go to the right. And I see her walking because I didn't have a door. I had a balcony. I see, I see her walking out of my balcony door, like, and I'm like, is that my pink bodycon dress? Yes, y'all. She was leaving with a lot of my clothes because she only had one suitcase and it wasn't that full. And she only had a few outfits. And I saw my shit and I was like, I started going after her. And I was like, give me my stuff. And then she tells me, I'll come back tomorrow. I'll give you your stuff tomorrow. And I said, no. I said, I want my shit right now. I'm not fucking playing with you. Okay, let me tell you guys where she fucked up. Because she fucked up so many times in this story, but this was her mistake, okay? She puts my stuff in her car, right? Like some of my shit, right? And I went to her Jeep and I opened up the back seat and I started taking my clothes out. She gonna get out of her car. Y'all, this is where this is where she really messed up. I'm not even playing with y'all. She gets out the car and she takes my shirt like this. Like, she grabs me. And I was just like, I said, bitch, get your hands off me. She grabs me again. She's like, I said, I'll give you your stuff tomorrow. I knew you were lying. You're not going to give me my stuff. Like, she's always saying she's going to pay me back. She's going to do this. She's going to do that. She never, ever fucking does it. And I was like, I said, no. I said, you always say you're going to do stuff. You never do it. And then she says, I always do what I say I'm going to do. I said, no, you don't. She's like, okay, well, I'm going to do this. Just please let me leave. And then I was like, no, give me my shit. She closes the door. She closes like her car door. And I go back and I get, I start looking around because I'm getting more of my shit. She starts up her car. And I don't remember what happened. Like somehow, anyway, she was stupid. I don't even know. I don't remember. I opened her car door. I grabbed her by the neck and her shirt, and I pulled that bitch out of her car, and we fought. And the beatdown was, I was welling. We were just fighting in the street, y'all. Like, it was horrible. We were rolling. Like, she was trying to, like put her finger in my eyes. Like, and I like to use my fist. I didn't have no nails. It was just a closed fist beatdown. Bitch, you should have locked your car. You knew fucking better. The second, so the car was in park. Yes. She was just like starting up the car because she saw me in the back getting my clothes. She didn't even care. She was just going to drive off with it. After the beat, like, I don't even know why. During the fight, I felt really bad and I got off of her. Like, she was trying to like kind of like hit me, but it was like, anyway, when you got done with her, neighbors were yelling, hold on. Y'all, we were just, so after the fight happened, she got up and she was like, I can't believe you. She was just like, fuck you. And then she got in her car and like, she just sped off. And, I don't even have all my stuff. But I got like, it was just like specific items, that I really wanted that she was taking. It's so stupid, y'all. Oh my God. But you know what? Somebody can still get beat down to this day for something like this. And it's so annoying. I just hate it. Anyway, she speds off. And my brother, yeah, my brother is so stupid. Like, he came outside. He was like, what happened? And he was like, where is she? Where is she? And I was like, she drove off, and I'm out of breath, y'all. Like, I'm like sore because we were on the ground just like pulling and just like fighting and it was like 6 o'clock. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. And the one thing I remember about this night is that the sun was coming up when we were fighting. So we had been out with these Nigerian dudes all fucking night. They tried to hold me hostage at their apartment. Like, it was literally like 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. I kid you not, people were like getting ready for work. Like, I saw people's lights coming on, getting ready for work when we were fighting. So I looked up and there was this lady, this black lady, she yelling from her balcony, talking about, I did not leave Brooklyn for this. And I said, and I was like, what? I didn't even know she was talking to me. I was like, what? I look up and she's like yelling and she's like, oh, hell no. And I said, bitch, I said, well, now you're in Texas. And I said, if you ever feel some type of way, you can come over to 37B. I was not even playing with this hoe. I was like, first of all, I don't even know who the fuck you are. Like, you can always come to my apartment if you really feel some type of way. If you feel like I've offended you with me fighting some girl in the street over a shirt, then yes, you can always come downstairs. Like, what is this? This is nothing, And then she goes back into her house, and y'all, okay, y'all, the mess. Okay, so I go in the house. I take a shower, and I immediately feel this entire like wave of guilt over my entire body. I felt extremely guilty because I knew this girl didn't have a place to stay. I knew that this was a stupid fucking fight over some dudes who wanted us to spend the night. Like, this was so fucking stupid, you know? And I just felt horrible, you know? And I wasn't mad at myself. I was mad at the situation. I was mad because at this point I didn't have a girlfriend to hang out with and like go out to clubs, and like, you know, she wasn't even all that fun, but she was somebody to hang out with, hello, and, you know, do stuff with. And anyway, it was so stupid. So Chi comes back. Now, I don't know what happened exactly, but I left the house. I came back and she was parked. And she was parked like in front of my apartment. So my brother comes outside and he's like, oh, like, you know, her ear is bleeding like really bad. And she probably just got a little scar or something in her ear. But I was like, okay, let me go get. So I was like, my dumb ass was like, oh, let me see. And she was like, no, don't you come near me. I'm not playing. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone. And I was just like, and I said, okay, let me go get her some peroxide. Anyway, she drives off and she texts me like 2 days later, and she was like, can I come stay with you? I'm at this guy's house and I really don't want to be here. And I was like, I was feeling really bad and I didn't text her back. But then I texted her back and I was like, if you need to come stay somewhere, you can come stay. And it took me like 2 days to text her back, and she was like, it's okay, but thanks. Anyway, okay. So let me just tell y'all, okay, so me and my brother has always been like weird about having my back over things that he honestly should have. Okay, like for instance, this fight was not my fault, but my brother, okay, so like Chi and the guys came over to the house to go talk to my brother because, you know, obviously she was my brother's friend. And my brother was like, the guys explained the situation to my brother, and they basically made me out to be this crazy girl who just wanted to fight. Like, that was literally it. Like, they didn't even, of course, they left out the parts that they tried to keep us fucking stranded on Highway 6. If you're in Houston, you know exactly where Highway 6 is, especially like 6 years ago. A lot of nothingness going on over there. Fucking stranded over there and with nothing, all because they wanted to bring us home in the morning and stuff. Completely left out that we almost got jumped 2 hours prior. I don't even have time to tell you guys the whole story, but basically a group of people tried to fight us at a lingerie party and we had to leave. They left out how these people fucking him and the two guys had to pull over on the freeway because they were gonna fight each other, and me and Chi had to break it up. They left out. I did not get my motherfucking cheeseburger. Okay, so yeah. When they were talking to my brother, they were leaving out like a whole bunch of details. My brother automatically jumps to the conclusion that everything was my fault. I have an attitude, so, you know, I was just being mean to her. And I was like, fuck you, you know? The reason why I didn't want to stay with these guys is because we had a horrible date night. These guys had like on the side of the freeway, breaking up their fight, trying to make us stay at their house with nothing and then bring us back in the morning. No, bitch. We got into the fight because I wanted to go home, and you didn't mind getting a train ran on you because you were drunk. And then it was probably going to be rape the next day, honestly, because you were drunk. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's what happened with me and Chi. How dare they leave out the cheeseburger? Exactly. I really don't like being lured in with food and then nothing, you know? Cheeseburgers are really cheap, especially because he lived really close to that Burger King at the end of Highway 6. You know that Burger King in Kroger? And I was hungry. Yeah, I was really hungry. I wasn't even drunk that night. She was. But she was always drunk, always drinking. Honestly, like, y'all, Chi is a mess. She is such a mess. And I really, where is she at now? She lives in California right now. She does like paycheck stubs for apartments, which is so weird. My brother just told me, so. But I mean, I don't keep up with her. That was like 5 years ago, guys. I don't look at people who I used to like be friends with, who I used to talk to. I don't look them up because I don't care. But my brother told me because he talked to her recently. They can run a train on me anytime. And it's sad because like these guys were not ugly, but the other guy, he was like one of those Nigerian guys who's just really, he thinks he's the shit. Like he takes pictures in front of 1998 BMWs holding his belt buckle. He was one of those type of Nigerians, which are the worst. Which are the worst. What's my zodiac? I'm a Pisces, guys. I'm a Pisces. But yeah, I think Chi stands for Chinwe or Chinadu. I don't even remember like what her name stood for. I think it was Chinadu. Hot mess. Yeah, hot mess central, y'all. But yeah, anyway, the point is that I was telling a story about self-sabotage. Like, I literally can go on and on and on about like things and like my attitude. And, you know, just like those other things have always gotten me in trouble. So it's more just about like, you know, learning to like kind of like just like walk away from things and not trying to deal with things on my own. And also just going about things differently, like finding a different way to do that. So what's up with you now since white meat gone? How you feeling? Girl, I mean, sometimes I do think about him sometimes, but it's really nothing. It's like, it's very weird. Like, it's almost like he never lived here, but I know he lived here. You know what I mean? It's almost like he's like some ghost or something. It's like, I knew you were here, but like, are you? So she works in human resources? Girl, she works in hood resources, okay? Okay, not my president, bitch, you will get blocked. Because you keep saying dumb shit. Chi, yeah, girl, I'm on live right now. You said that yesterday. You make the same like white meat comments, and I'm not gonna keep talking about his dick, you fucking weirdo. How was work last night? I did that. Oh, I already did that. If you go back to the beginning of the live, you're gonna see I was talking about what happened at work last night. So that fool didn't realize. Let's see, what's up? Yeah, but anyway, sometimes I miss Ryan. But not like anything serious, guys. It's literally just like, you know, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, I used to date this guy and now we're not together anymore. I mean, there are some things that like I don't know, y'all. Like sometimes I wonder. I'm like, was I? I don't know. I don't even want to say it. You know, I'm more like surprised about some things, but it's really whatever. It's whatever. How long did me and the girl live together? We only lived together for like a couple meets. Thank God, back to the dark meet. Who the fuck said it's back to the dark meet? Y'all, it's back to the whoever's gonna treat me right meet. What y'all talking about? I mean, I am currently, you know. Chinyere, what happened to that girl you went to visit in California? If you an OG, you know what I'm referring to. I didn't go to visit her in California. Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah. I mean, I don't check on her either, but a subscriber said that like her man left her for another woman. You talking about Chevy, right? She yeah, like earlier this year. She was never really married. Like it wasn't a real marriage. It was the I guess if you're an American and you go to that country and you get married, it's not legal. It's more of like a spiritual ceremony. But yeah, apparently that's what they told me. Like she's getting divorced. I have not gone to her channel in like years. I never really went to it anyway. The belt buckle Nigerians, you know it. He was just a pothead. Yes, he was. That's all he wanted to do. Literally, he's happy right now because he can use all of his money to buy drugs and smoke and drink with his friends all night long and go back living with his grandma. Like, that's literally it. And, but I mean, we, you know, it's weird that when you guys broke up, he just left. I know did he even text or call you to reconcile? So basically, oh my gosh, guys. And he came over like a couple days after we broke up because he wanted to drop off something and I had some stuff of his. And then he also told me that he was going to like help me pay because, you know, his portion of like some bills, and he didn't like, and at first I was like expecting him to but I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just kind of going to be like extra money because I had just started working when we broke up. Like literally I felt like this job just came in a good time, I guess, because, you know, we weren't going to be together and stuff. So yeah, I just feel like something wasn't right. I mean, I feel like we were good. And then like the last few months, like we didn't want to be with each other anymore. Like he could tell I was not really being attracted to him anymore. I was tired of the drinking, like, and I wasn't showing him any interest either. So, you know, on my part, like I wasn't even really being that good of a girlfriend towards the end. So it was more just like almost like a roommate situation. Yeah, whatever happened to that Cali girl, you guys can always go on her YouTube. I don't go on there. I don't go on there. I mean, I did remember that she was like, she had like a lot of followers on Instagram. I don't know if she still does because she was using like a follower app and she was getting them. But I remember like that was her goal. She only wanted to like work from Instagram. So she probably is now, who knows? I'm done with you. Sage your place. Yeah, girl, I sage my place every day, girl. I sage it every morning when I wake up, and I try to sage it before work. Do I have any more client stories? Yes. Yes, I do, girl. That girl was a hot mess. It's the past. Yeah, exactly, guys. I don't really want to talk about her because I don't, you know, she's not starting anything with me. You know, she, you know, what she did was really fucked up. Like, you know, so yeah. Was that, yeah, that was 2 years ago. It's going to be like 3 years next. Well, I guess, yeah, it was 2 years ago. Yes, girl. Whoever treats you better or you're compatible with. Exactly. Bottom line, that Chevy girl was nothing but jealous. Exactly. Back on Granny's tit. Yep. Exactly. Like he was like, I mean, I don't regret him. Like he's, you know, there's a few relationships that I have that I don't regret, and he's one of them because, you know, like I say in every video, that people tend to like it completely ignore whenever I say nice things about him. People only want to cling on to like mean things, and I'm like, I said so many good things about him. And I always, and there are things that I said about him that people just took as like the worst thing ever. Like for me, somebody, you know, like I said, like his lack of motivation, it's really whatever for me, you know, but people just took that and like ran with it. And I was just like, y'all need to chill. Like, y'all need to chill. Anyway, you know, him not having a license, that, you know, everybody thought that was like the worst thing ever. And I'm like, y'all, I know that a lot of y'all have been in even worse situations than that. Get the fuck out of here, you know? I wanted to fist fight Chevy for you. I wish. I dated a Nigerian guy once. We went out on a date. He took his shoes off at the movies and put his feet on another seat. I am not surprised by that, even in the slightest. Nigerian people will get comfortable anywhere, okay? Did I move already? Why is everybody asking me if I moved? I literally have the same exact setup. Like, even like the same trash was there from like a week ago. Yeah, ew. He was a nurse and fine, but I had to leave him alone. Because of the foot thing? Hey, boo, I'm just getting in. Virtuous beauty, girl, with your late self. Hey, girl. Okay, I like the feet story. Am I going back to school in January? It depends on where I'm moving. I saw your old video from a couple weeks ago, and I saw y'all was on speakerphone. I knew you were over the relationship. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was just, yeah. It was weird because like he would do too much, but like not enough. It was such a weird situation. I mean, I'm really glad that we're not together anymore. I am, y'all. Like, I'm not stressed out as like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, he wasn't a stressful guy, but what, you know, no one bum ass dudes, period. Because I saw you take the bed down. I don't have a license. That's okay, girl. I didn't get my license until I was 21. And I didn't get my first car until I was 21. I know a Nigerian man that unbuckled his pants to eat at a restaurant. Girl, I may have to do that because my gut. Are you going to do more videos on how to make wigs? Yeah, I want to do like a more in-depth one. Is this going to be a long live? My roast is in the oven. No, girl, I'm getting off in like 10 minutes. And I need entertainment for a while. Merry Christmas from Scotland. Merry Christmas, guys. Who's my favorite YouTuber? My favorite YouTuber. I have a few that I like. Would you ever date a guy that might be bisexual? Yes. Now, as far as favorite YouTubers, I have like a few. This is gonna sound really weird, but I like really like dumb. I watch like, gosh, I mean, I don't even want to say what it is because I don't want to come off like, it's a very specific genre that I have a guilty pleasure in. Basically, guys, I really love watching airheads. Yeah, I like it. There are like 4 girls I watch on YouTube who are complete and utter airheads. And I like watching them. Would I ever date a tall, rugged Scotsman? Of course. That, just quick. Saw that video of an ex. I'm sorry. I hope you're good now. Yes, I am. That's low-key my fantasy, to have a threesome with 2 bi guys and 1 girl. Ooh. That would be like, oh no, with bi guy. That would either be a foursome. Trisha. Yeah, I watch her, but there's like, I like to watch HRH Collection. I mean, she's not like a complete airhead, she's not that dumb. She's just like so she was so, I don't know. I like her, but there's another girl I watch. Her name is Livette with Mel. She's on YouTube. She's complaining, annoying, and I think she even supports Trump. Like a lot of the airheads that I watch usually do, and that's how you can tell that it's an airhead. There's even, and then I watch but I watch like mostly Black YouTubers. I watch like smaller channels. I don't even know their names. I just see them pull up and I watch them. Trisha, Posh are two of them. Yeah, I mean, we talked about that before. Oh my gosh, yes. You guys, I don't really like, I used to watch Posh a lot and I don't really watch her no more. I just like, she posted this last video talking about how she's like getting real. And I was just like, what is this mess? This is not good. And yeah, so like I said, Live It with Mel, HRH Collection. I do watch Trisha, but like not that much. Not like you guys would think. I mean, I like literally like every couple weeks I'll watch a couple of her videos, but like if she posts, I'm not even subscribed to her. She shows up in my recommendations. So it's nothing like that. I don't watch Shannon Rose. Y'all can keep that trash. Who else do I want? I mean, yeah, I watch I mean, I don't even want to say these people because it's more like hate watching. It's not even like, it's weird. It's not even like I really just like them. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? So I guess it's like, I guess it's, yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like other people that I watch like off the top of my head. I just don't really watch YouTube like that anymore. What I would love to see are like more Black girls being open, but there's no Black girls that I really like watching. Like the only open like the Black girls are kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, guys. I feel like the Black girls on YouTube, they just try to be so perfect. It's kind of like I want to watch them, but I get bored. Like I mean, I've literally, let me see, Rockstar Glam. I have an open channel. Okay, girl, let's see. I don't really relate to them, so they don't ever want to show. What the? Okay, this thing just paused for whatever reason. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Okay, cancel. They just paused. Okay, yeah. I'm not an airhead. I'm monotone. Yeah, but yeah, I've always been just like, look, it would be so fun to see girls that look like you, who yeah, they're really polished. Like I feel like Black people feel like they have to try really hard so that they don't get the they don't want to be stereotyped. They don't want to be put in the box. But I don't have time to be trying to fight something that people already think about you. Like, that's not my job. That's not my job. My job is not to convince anybody otherwise about what they think. It's just like when people come from like Lipstick Alley or something, they always subscribe to me and they're always like, oh, I thought you were going to be a certain way. That's because I'm not trying to convince you guys of anything else. Like, whatever you get is whatever you get. But yeah, I mean, I would love to find like more Black girls. Like I was watching, I think her last name is Martin. She's the Black girl. What is her name? Amber Martin. Like when I first saw her popping up in my recommendations, I was like, "Ooh, she looks like fun." And then I was just like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." They were all like just whatever. But yeah, I think Aaliyah J is fun. I like her. I like her. I like her vlogs. Let me see. Shannon Rose. Ash. You wouldn't have a problem with dating a bisexual guy. Girl, I would never. That has no, like, him being bisexual has nothing to do with it. You could be dating a straight guy and he doesn't have to tell you his sexual history. You could be dating a bisexual man anyway. So why would it even matter that you're dating a guy who is openly bisexual? I mean, if he's gay, he's not gonna date you and be like, oh, okay, I'm not sleeping with no more men. Like, I'm not attracted to men anymore. It doesn't work like that, you know? So I love Miles J. Miles J is cool. He's cool. I like him too. Sade Watkins. But you know what, guys? Okay. Whenever I talk about like carefree Black girls, I always see people like, I feel like there needs to be, whenever we think of carefree Black girls, you always think of a girl who has like an afro and is woke. And it's like, that's not what I mean by carefree. And that seems to be like everybody's definition, and that's not mine. People still go on Lipstick Alley. Girl, I know. I thought that was like something vintage. Like, I used to go on there like when I was in high school. But yeah, that's how a lot of people found me. Y'all, Lipstick Alley has made me a lot of money from there. I mean, a lot of like money I've made, not a lot of money, but a lot of money that I've made from YouTube has come from Lipstick Alley. Like, whenever I check my statistics, like a lot of my, like, if I'm having like a really good month on YouTube, it's from Lipstick Alley. So yeah. Shady Bangs, I like her. Ashley D Beauty is so cute. I know a lot of people don't like her, but I do like her. I don't think she would, I mean, I've seen her in person and she wasn't like, I'm pretty sure she was at that Dallas like BeautyCon party and she was just kind of like in her clique with her friends. Catherine Bedell. I feel like I've seen these people you guys are talking about. Jalea Majette, I like her too. She just had her baby. I love her. Tila Dunn. I really like Tila. She's doing it. You know, Mystic Got Jokes. Girl, no. I haven't watched Mystic Got Jokes in like 3 years. Do I like Jayla Corian? I'm subscribed and I do not watch her. I've only seen one video, and it was that one video that she deleted of her man cheating. That was it. Remember Rain Finn? YouTuber Rain Finn. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'll have to like actually go to these channels. Let me see something. Oh, Domino, if you're still on live, I actually have one of your videos in my other tab. Let me see. Hey, Letitia, girl, I see your comments. I don't know why you can't comment on my live. That's weird. Some people have been saying that they can't comment. That's weird. That's weird. Okay, are used to her, but I can't anymore. Used to be subscribed to for years. Yeah, I watch Jackie Anna. I watch her. I just started watching her though, like this year. Missy Lynn, I haven't watched a video from Missy Lynn in so long. She's been popping up in my recommendations though. What vlog camera do I use? I use my phone, but I just ordered, like, I bought myself a Christmas gift, y'all. Ooh, I really didn't want to, but I just, I bought myself a G7X. It's supposed to be coming here by the end of the year, so I won't be using my phone anymore. Better quality vlogs. The girls from the hood are the original carefree Black girls. Makes sense? Let me see. Keisha, nope. Raven Elise, she's okay. She did smart by having that baby. Nina Unrated, oh, she did? I know that she was vlogging. My Life as Eva, honestly, Eva, like, she has a spirit, like, her face is kind of like Sometimes I can't watch her for too long. I don't know why. I don't know why. At least Aisha Abdul, she doesn't post enough. No. Natural Nisi, love her. I love Raven Elise, especially her new content. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know people don't like her, but I don't think she's terrible. I don't think she's terrible. You love Megs. I've only seen one video of You Love Megs, and that's when she just moved out of her apartment in Venice. Why don't people like Raven or Ashley? Because of their racist past that came up. My Life is Eva vlog channel, but not her main channel. Yeah, I tend to like vlog channels too. Are you fucking serious? I just spilled soda all over. Fuck. There was more soda than there was. I mean, more soda spilt than was actually on my body. Fuck. I mean, that was even in the can. You know what? I'm gonna move over because, bitch, you're not about to make me sticky. Anyway, guys, I gotta get off. I used to watch She's Lulu. Does she even post anymore? I feel like that girl made her money and was like, bye, see ya. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh. All right, yeah, I gotta be there for 9, so I'm gonna meditate, try to get my life together, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.